So a little update here. June 17th. We got up at about 5-ish this morning. Got to start at 6:30. We are heading up the Bigelows today. So we're just climbing Little Bigelow right now. Not sure the final elevation. I'll give that to you once we get to the top. But it is a gorgeous sunny day out. Finally. Like, look at that. Gorgeous. So, dry feet. Yay. Things are moving at a good pace. Gonna be slow because elevation climb today is insane. There's 3 peaks we have to climb. Little Bigelow, Bigelow Avery, and West Bigelow. Oh, there's my trail. And so I think we bag our first 4,000 footer, aside from Katahdin, of course. But yeah, no, it's another beautiful day for hiking. But it is going to be hot and humid. But that's a nice change of pace. I'm just having a breakfast bar because, well, I'm always snacking on the trail. Only way to keep your energy up. So I'll give you some updates, and this is the trail right now we're on. So lots of big rocks, lots of roots. There's a marker, and there's into the forest. So off we go. Okay, we just keep going up. Camera never does these hills justice, I tell you. We're just still climbing. It's definitely still a rough go. Don't have my trail legs yet. They say you get them after about a month, and since we're 17 days in, I mean, I have noticed my speed increase and a bit more stamina at being able to just keep going up the mountains instead of stopping. But not gonna lie, still pretty tough, but you know, definitely worth it. And you get some spectacular views along the way. So we're roughly 3,600 feet up, I think. I'm fixing Chitley's bag.
Spam.
The peak of Little Bigelow. Yay! This is the trail down Little Bigelow. That last little section with the pictures there didn't really show the sheer drop off that was down to the left of that, but that was the actual trail. So if you were scared of heights, that was Definitely not a section you would be comfortable in, but certainly safe. I mean, it was wide enough and it was dry and easy to get down, and I got a nice big boulder to traverse down and not try to fall on my tush. There we go. But yeah, we're gonna just keep going up and down until we eventually hit 4,000 feet. But at the bottom of this hill, well, technically we're going up. At the bottom of this, before we start heading up Bigelow, we'll definitely pick up some water because it's hot. It's about 25 Celsius, which I think is like high 70s, early 80s. Definitely warm. About 11-ish in the afternoon, so we got plenty of time to get there, even at my snail pace, which today is exceptionally snail. But that's okay. And we'll just keep going. And there's a video, or yeah, a view of the lake we were swimming in yesterday. So we were in that small little inlet off to the right there. That was a great place to swim. I don't think we'll have that opportunity today, as we're gonna end up in the Alpine. So it'll be cooler, but awesome. Okay, so we're making it slowly, oh so slowly, up to the peak of Mount Bigelow. We started way down there, that little thing. We've been going all along there. We've gone up over there, and we've been going up here, which seems like forever. I'm going at a snail's pace because it's hot and everything is straight up, and ooh, there's an eagle over there. I don't know, you probably can't see that. But anyway, every time I think we're getting that much closer to the Alpine and above 4,000 feet, no, there's another hill. And technically, I'm not there yet. But this is a view from the back side, and we'll get another view from the other side. Just going off to the final peak of the first Avery Tower of Mount Bigelow, of Mount Bigelow. You can see right behind it the second little tower there. That's West Point, and there's a third little peak back there. That's where, on the other side of that, where we'll be camping tonight for a total of 12.7 miles. We've only got 3.3 more to go. But as you can see, there's still some serious elevation. This is the Alpine area. I'm just sitting on the rocks in the sun, eating some sort of fire shelter tower thing this is. Jeff's leaving a little earlier. I'm gonna stay sit for a bit because the black flies were eating him.
We should climb the CN Tower.
What's that?
We can do this. We should climb the CN Tower.
Yeah, he suggested we do the CN Tower climb if we can do this 4,062 feet, and this is the other side. Lots of little lakes down there. Actually really pretty. And it looks like, I don't know, there must be back roads to get to them. And this is the Alpine up here, and this is our peak. Had a good time today. Although this was tough, I gotta say. I don't think it would ever end. Like I said, I'm having some lunch, enjoying some sun, because this is the first clear day we've had a view yet in the first 2 weeks. And I am covered in scrapes and bumps. You can see on my chin here. Gotta love the twigs. Oh, not a pretty sight, but that's okay. It is gorgeous up here, and We're gonna move on, get down those peaks, and get to our shelter, which is an Alpine shelter. So that should be an interesting sunrise and or sunset. So I'm gonna just finish lunch and head on down. Okay, this is just a little example of the trail I'm walking down right now. It's pretty windy and rocky. Wind feels great though. But that is the trail down. Okay, just now heading up to Bigelow Peak 2, the West Peak, and let the rocks and everything begin, because we're just going to keep going up and up and up. Okay, now we are at the top of West Peak. It took me an hour and a half to get from that other peak you see there, that peak there, all the way over here. And we're going to head over there, I think, to that peak. And then on the other side of that should be the camp. So it's 3:30 in the afternoon, and I got some climbing to do, and the view is still gorgeous. Okay, that's just a quick view of the down, and I gotta say, it's a little high and kind of terrifying, but that's okay. We'll make it down. It is in the middle of the rocks. It doesn't really give you a sense of how steep it is up here. Oh, but it is. Anyway, just kind of traversing a little bit of distance before we go up our third hill of the day. This one's only 3,700 feet. Yay! Definitely getting tired. But we're still going. Day's still beautiful. Feet, well, we won't talk about that. They hurt. But we'll just keep on trucking, because right now the trail is really nice and I'm going to take advantage of it. Okay, this is the end of my day, almost at camp here, 12.7 miles. It has been a long ass day. The hill climbs have pretty much done me in. I just filtered some water just before I get to camp here, because I don't know what this situation of the water is. But that is a wrap, and that's a long day. It's about 6 o'clock, and we're going to be sleeping in the Alpine. I'll give a shot of the actual shelter when we get there. I'm not sure if we're going to actually be in the shelter tonight or in a tent, probably the shelter, but we'll see. All right, I'm saying goodnight because it's a long day and I am knackered. Okay, good morning. We're day 18. We're heading into Stratton today, so we've got a 5-mile hike in. We left at about 7 this morning, so we're about 2 miles into that hike. It's a gorgeous, lovely day today. Nice and sunny. It's going to be warm. Probably our last good dry day. According to the weather for like the next week, it's gonna rain, but I'll take the dry day while we got it. It's been a bit of a technical path this morning down the Bigelows. Very rocky, lots of big sort of distance steps. For someone who's short, that poses a challenge, so I've been doing a lot of bum slides. It's a little easier for Jeff because he's got his longer legs, but it's still quite challenging. I was pretty knackered last night after the Bigelows. The joints definitely took a bit of time warming up, but they're working good. They're still feeling their usual aches and pains, but I think that's more of being older than any, well, and just a lot of overuse. We haven't given them much chance to rest a bit. The bugs aren't too bad at the moment. The black flies are really bad at the Alpine level, I must admit. And the water up there, not great at best, but it's been dry. We do have a water crossing today at mile 4.6, which was impassable a couple of days ago when it was really raining. So after these couple of nice, dry, sunny days, we should be good to pass it, no problem. But we'll see when we get there. I mean, there's always a workaround for those crossings at the end of the day. But so far, we've actually been pretty good. We've only done the 3 bypasses, but they were crazy insane. My trail legs are slowly getting underneath me. But I gotta say, Sobo is definitely a challenge. There's stuff we need to resupply, but we just haven't hit any gear stores beyond the original one at Shaw's, which was a great gear store, but you know, you're not really sure at that point. You've only just come through the 100-mile. What other kind of gear you might need to get rid of. And you definitely start planning how do I get my pack lighter and lighter? But you can't do any of it because there's nowhere to make that happen. So hopefully maybe at the Jens, there's 2 women who own the roadhouse in Stratton called Jen and Jen, so I guess the Jens. So maybe they'll have some stuff, I don't know. But in the meantime, we're just trucking along down this path. I'll show you where I'm walking today. So this is the path downhill. We go down about 2,500 feet off this mountain to get to the parking lot and the highway. I gotta say, there's a lot of roots, lots of rocks, and makes it very challenging. You don't want to twist an ankle, so you kind of have to be very careful where you're putting your feet. But it is a gorgeous day, and it's gorgeous out here. It smells wonderful. We've passed a few nobos this morning. Our little Southbound bubble is all planning to meet at Stratton. Well, we also have our one injured who got shuttled a little further ahead because she couldn't make this section. So she should be there waiting. So then we'll just get some laundry done, all the town chores, resupply, get rid of stuff, shower, all that good stuff that one does at a resupply. And that should be that. So another 2.8 miles roughly, 83 miles to get to the parking lot and then to town. Okay. And up we come. So we're at mile 3, just before 2 more miles to get out before we get to Stratton, and we'll just keep going because I think it's time to celebrate with chocolate and a burger. Okay, made it to Jen's roadhouse in Maine. It is really cute. I'll show you around in a little bit. But we finished that final picture I showed you of the water crossing. I guess was supposed to be impassable about 5 days ago when it was really raining. But we've had some nice sunny weather, and it was clearly just hopping on rocks. I didn't even get my feet wet, didn't have to change my shoes. It was great. I finished the trail and everyone was waiting. The truck was there, and so I ran and bolted to get in and made the nice little drive here to Stratton, Maine. It's a cute little place. It's actually pretty close to the Quebec border, I guess. So I'm wearing my snazzy loner clothes while I get some laundry done, and I'm gonna have a shower, and then we're gonna go get some food. And yeah, it's a cute little place. I have a huge bunkhouse. Jeff and I, of course, always get a private room just because by the time the two of us pay for a bunkhouse, we might as well have gotten a private room. And we're old. We like private rooms. So that's just it for now. Yeah, and we're going to plan our routes and everything else for tomorrow and our resupply. We're only planning to do a Nero today, so we'll be heading out again tomorrow, even though it's supposed to rain for the next week. But you know, you don't stop the hike for rain. We haven't yet. Why start now? And I'll catch up with you in a bit. View of upstairs. A bunch of walls in here. Lots of singles. Getting the blood. Little store. Ooh, that's quite a backyard. And this great lounge area with big TV and couches and some ping pong if everyone's so, and a ukulele. Very fancy. Here's the sort of living area down here, or common room I suppose is the better term. It's got all the kit, big comfy couches, some yoga stuff, foot massage stuff. A little fireplace over there, but don't really need it today. And a resupply. And that's a pretty snazzy little place.